Hey guys, Finn21H back again with another episode of the Prescot S.F.C Road to Glory. It's episode 67. We have Chelsea, Burnley and Newcastle in this game. And there's the lineup against Chelsea. It's Fogarty, Rusk, Pout, Kenny, Travis Hampson, James Savage, Neil Wiley, Ben Woodburn, Finn Hampson, Jack Mills and Joe Burns will lead the line. Sorry if I sound a bit funny in this video. I have got a blocked nose. I haven't got corona. We're all good. It's just a cold. To get him towards that cold time of the year, and hopefully, it'll be over and done with within a week. Lucky enough, the next episode is live recorded, and then we're into streams to finish this series in time for next week. Because PES2021 out next Wednesday, the up and coming Wednesday, and I'm looking to be a part of it. And I don't think this career mode will be continuing after that. So 2 live streams for 2 seasons, and then we'll finish it there. But here's Joe Burns now, and he's offside. Gives the linesman there, and it's the correct decision, quite rightly so. Here comes Lacazette. Lacazette for Chelsea, he loses out, and Adam Rusk gets it down the line now for Jack Mills. He plays into the path of Joe Burns. He's got Finn Hampson making a great run, but it's cut out by Kovacic, who finds Tomori. But Finn Hampson wins it back off Tomori. Now here comes Prescott, down the left-hand side. Needs players in the box, does Finn Hampson, puts one in. Kepa comes and claims. Throwing down the line to Pulisic, who's been a nightmare for us in this series. Kovacic flicks on by Pulisic for Tomori, looking for Diaz, and Fogarty's able to save that one comfortably. Here's Woodburn, waiting for that overlapping running from Jack Mills, and he gets it. And Mills, one touch, puts a good ball into the box for Joe Burns, and it's off the bar and out for a Chelsea goal kick. Very close there from Joe Burns. Could have been the opening goal of the game for Prescott there. It's Jack Mills continuing to be a threat, putting the ball in the box, looking to get as many assists as he can this season. Here comes Fabio Coentrao, though, for Chelsea. Finds Diaz, flicks it on. Lacazette. Pulisic. Back to Lacazette. Lacazette goes for the shot, and it's comfortably saved by Paul Fogarty. Here it is now with Kovacic. Tomori. Down the line, finds Pulisic through a gap. And Pulisic puts it across. Hampson slips, and Diaz nods it in over Paul Fogarty. And there'll be no added time, so that will be half-time. Chelsea, in their new kit, will take the lead, and it's Luis Diaz with the opening goal of the game. A vital goal for Chelsea as they now lead. Been a very tight game, very few chances for both teams, but it's Chelsea and Luis Diaz who comes away with the goal, and it's Pulisic with the assist. Prescott just can't handle Christian Pulisic right now, and it's not going well for us. But it's a great goal from Chelsea. The build-up play down the right-hand side. What a ball to Pulisic from Tomori. Great ball across. If Travis Hampson doesn't slip, he's maybe able to contest against Diaz, but Diaz has a free shot at goal with his head. So here's Joe Burns, gets it underway to James Pout, and there they go. Half time. Referee has blew his whistle, and Prescott trail to leaders Chelsea, who are looking to win the Premier League this season, judging by the table. There's the half time stats. If you do want to take a look, we've not had a shot on target. That needs to be sorted out this half. So here we are now, and it's Lacazette going back to Jorginho. And Chelsea now look to try and build, but it's intercepted by Jack Mills, who gives it to Joe Burns. Joe Burns, one touch, goes for the shot, and Kepa's easily down to save it. It's long now, and it's going to be won by Rusk, picked up by Jack Mills. Woodburn, good ball over the top, looking for Joe Burns. It's flicked away by Christiansen, and it goes out for a Prescott corner now. Can they do anything from this Prescott? It'll be Jack Mills to deliver the ball into the box for the home side. Here we are, he steps up, he puts it in, looking for Joe Burns in the middle. It's going to be cleared only as far as the captain, James Savage. And Savage looks to be eyeing up a shot, and it's quite far over Kepa's bar, easily dealt with there. Here we are now with Chelsea again with Lacazette up the middle. Gets it away to Diaz, and Fogarty is forced into a very important save. That could have been the game there for Luis Diaz, having a stormer of a game, getting his second goal of the game. But Paul Fogarty easily denies it, and Prescott still trail by a 1-0, courtesy of their goalkeeper. Pat on the back for him. So here come Prescott now, an hour gone, and Savage holds the ball up, plays it wide, looking for Jack Mills. He's going to have to contest it, but wins, and he gets it back to Travis Hampson, but it does go out for a throw-in. So Wiley now replaced by Daniel Clark. Let's see if Daniel Clark's attacking threat can make a difference to Prescott going forward right now. So here is Coentrao looking towards the middle for Diaz, who flicks it on. It's intercepted by Ellis Kenny. Only gets enough on the head for Finn Hampson to play it for Joe Burns, but he's not going to get there, and it's dealt with by Kepa. Lacazette turns, pout. Lacazette, can he go for the shots? And it's saved by Fogarty. And Travis Hampson eventually clears it. And it's picked up by Ben Woodburn now. But it's headed back. And here's Diaz again. Back to Acquire. Lacazette. Lacazette with the shots. And Fogarty's easily behind that one. I think he sprays it wide now. Looking for Finn Hampson. It's a great pass. Here we are now with Diaz. Chelsea looking to get an attack on. But it's cut out by Rusk. Here is Savage. To Clark. Got a run here with Finn Hampson. Gets inside of Tomori, gives it to Joe Burns. Is there a chance here for Ben Woodburn maybe to get the leveller? Deflected and out for a corner now. 18 minutes to go and it's still Chelsea leading this game by a goal to nil. And Prescot with their first real chance of the second half there. And it's Ben Woodburn with a deflected shot wide. So we have brought Chong on for Jack Mills. And now Finn Hampson is going to look to deliver this ball into the box. So here we are. He steps up. He drives it quite low and drops it in. And Ben Woodburn! It's the equaliser for Prescott. And it's the Welshman Ben Woodburn with the goal. As he celebrates with his former classmate Finn Hampson. And Ben Woodburn gets Prescott back level in this one. Huge goal for the home side there as they now draw level against league leaders Chelsea. And Ben Woodburn is the man to thank for the goals. Toby Hill also comes on to replace Joe Burns now as we're going to look to try and win the game now. Never mind draw it. We've got plenty of time. And that's a great finish by Ben Woodburn. Palm just placing it past Kepa into the far corner. You're not going to see many better finishes than that in this career mode. Brilliantly done by the Welshman. And of course, got a little celebration in there. Handshake with Finn Hampson. But here we are now with Chelsea with Pulisic. They're not going down either. There's 10 minutes to go. Lacazette. Here is Diaz. Great ball and Lacazette's in behind. And Lacazette, oh, it's off the post, but it falls through the Frenchman again. And he gives Chelsea the lead 8 minutes after drawing level. Chelsea are back in the lead, courtesy of their French striker Alexander Lacazette. And it's Chelsea who lead once again. Unlucky for Prescott as it is off the post for Lacazette. But he does follow up with the rebound and gets the probably the game-winning goal right now, unless Prescott can come up with anything special. It's a great pass here by Diaz. Look at this pass as Lacazette peels away from the entire defence. Kenny can't get near him. Off the post from a save from Fogarty, but Lacazette taps it in and might have just given Chelsea the win. Kepa, 2 minutes stoppage time to go and he goes long. Looking for Lacazette. Pout wins it up in the air though. It's going to be brought down by Toby Hill. Savage. Here's Adam Rusk playing up front. Gets it wide for Finn Hampson. Gets it back to Adam Rusk. Gets it away to Daniel Clark. Is there a shot away for Prescott here? It's with Adam Rusk. It's cut out by Rudiger and he eventually clears only as far as James Savage, but it's flicked on by Pulisic. And that is full time here in the first game of the episode. Alexander Lacazette with the winning goal for Chelsea. That's the difference between Prescott and Chelsea today. Chelsea taking their chances, having shots on target. Prescott with only 2 shots on target that game. And that does leave us in 11th place now. You wouldn't think that we beat Bournemouth earlier on in the season, and they're now 4th on 30 points, but 11th on 19. Big difference. But now we've got Burnley, who are in the relegation zone, and hopefully we can come out on top and deal with this, as we are going to give a contract extension to Daniel Johnson. He's been terrific. Here is the team to play Burnley. It's Fogarty, Caldwell, Rusk, Kenny, Savage, Wiley, Woodburn, Daniel Johnson, Daniel Clark, Finn Hampson, and Toby Hill will lead the line today. It's going to be a big game. It's a must-needed win for Prescott in the snow here at Turf Moor, as James Savage leads his side out for this one. We need 3 points to keep our European hopes alive. We're about 10 points off 5th place, and we need to close that gap down as James Tarkowski and Ben Gibson will start at the back for Burnley with Nick Pope in goal. They're going long looking for Chris Wood, who wins the header. Prescott playing a 4-4-2 today, hoping they can break down Burnley as they're very compact at the back. Here's Daniel Johnson trying to win it, but it does go out for a throw-in. Here is Savage. Finds Neil Wiley. He'll come wide and find Ben Woodburn on the left-hand side. Inside for Clark. Gets it away for Toby Hill, who bends it into the back of the net. And there's the opening goal of the game for Prescott. It's their main striker who's been a bit inconsistent this season. It's Toby Hill. Prescott lead with 6 minutes gone. Tom Robbo, of course, starting for Burnley today against his former team. Sold at the beginning of this season. And right now he trails against his former club. He thought maybe he'd have some information to give out to Burnley of how to stop Prescott. But right now, Prescott have come out with a very interesting side today, and Toby Hill gives them the lead. And there is the classic Toby Hill slide. Here we are now with James Savage. Looks for Finn Hampson. He gets it inside, and Daniel Clark's got a bit of room to move. Can he get the shot away? Saved by Pope, only as far as Wiley. Gets it back for Ben Woodburn. Woodburn looks like he's going to try and bend one, deflects, and it's out for a corner for Prescott. Very unfortunate there is Ben Woodburn and Daniel Clark, really. Neither of them to find the back of the net here. Ben Woodburn did try and curl one in the far post, deflect it off Ben Gibson, and it's out for a corner. It's coming away now with Burnley and Chris Wood. Finds Sims, cut out by Rusk though. He'll play it forward for Toby Hill. And Hill chips it over the top. Finn Hampson with the header flick on. And it's wide of the post. Very unfortunate there for the striker for Prescott there. He should have doubled their lead easily. But he failed to do so as Toby Hill, great pass. Pressure from Nick Pope probably got to Finn Hampson there as he had to try and be very accurate. Here we are now and Burnley coming forward. Tom Roberts isn't going to get that pass, and it's Daniel Clark who picks it up, gets away from Roberts. Clark to Finn Hampson, and Finn Hampson gets it back inside. It's Savage, passes it. Daniel Clark, he finishes it, and that's 2-0, 17 minutes gone, and Prescott now lead by 2-0, and it's Daniel Clark with the second goal of the game for the visitors, and that's a brilliant goal from Daniel Clark. Great pass from James Savage first time, and Daniel Clark turns and finds the corner. He knew where the net was as soon as he was turning, and the number 5 gives Prescott the lead. Here we are now to throw in by Rusk, and he finds Caldwell. Spreads the play with a brilliant pass to Woodburn, who knocks it inside for Neil Wiley. Here's Toby Hill, flicks it down further. Woodburn gets a ball into the box, looking for Finn Hampson. It's cleared, only as far as Daniel Johnson, who heads it down, and Finn Hampson, he's onside. It's off both posts and in. And that's the game-sealing goal, surely, for Prescott. It's Finn Hampson with the 3rd goal of the day for the visitors. And Prescott looking to get 3 points here at Turf Moor. They're not going to surely let this slip, as Finn Hampson has surely just sealed the winner for Prescott already. We only played 25 minutes. How many goals are we going to get in this game? As you can see, Daniel Johnson heads it back, and Finn Hampson easily onside. No one near him. James Tarkowski not there, and Finn Hampson off the post scores the winner, and there is the Finn Hampson wobble, and Prescott lead by 3-0 against Burnley. Here it is now back with Ben Gibson and James Tarkowski. We've had a nightmare at the back so far with Nick Pope behind them as well. Here we are now, and Tom Roberts gets the great pass away to Robbie Brady, and Burnley, 5 minutes before half time, can he get a second goal, a first goal, and Sims puts it well over the bar there, and it looks like it's going to be a Prescott 3-0 lead at half time after that big miss from the right midfielder here in Sims. Should have done better, really. I don't know why he's gone for the acrobatic. Could have probably headed it back across goal. It's cut out now, and Daniel Johnson forward for Finn Hampson. Goes back wide, and it's James Savage with the overlap and run. Plays it to Clark, to Hampson, to Toby Hill, and he's put it wide. Didn't get behind the shot at all there, the Toby Hill. Here's Justin. Long for Chris Wood, but Adam Rusk and Paul Fogarty communicate well, and it's picked up by Fogarty there. And he'll look to hold on for half-time, throws it out to Kenny, and there you have it. The half-time whistle has gone. It's Burnley 0, Prescott 3. Goals from Hill, Clark and Hampson have been the difference so far in this game, as Prescott have had their most dominant game of the season. As you can see by the stats, 7 shots, 5 on target. Burnley have had 1 shot off target. So here we are, the second half's underway, and it's back with Kenny, who looks to spray it wide and finds Daniel Johnson, brilliantly done there. And he gets it away to Finn Hampson. Clark in a bit of space to move. He's going to float one wide for Ben Woodburn. Not the best passes, but it's headed back inside from to Wiley. Hill, back wide. Ben Woodburn. Ben Woodburn drops it back for Daniel Johnson. Sorry, I had a bit of a cough there. Here is James Savage to Daniel Clark. Finn Hampson holds it up, gets it away to Daniel Johnson. Johnson cuts back, plays it on his left, and Finn Hampson, that's 4. That is surely the game. A great team goal from Prescott, and Finn Hampson, 4 minutes into the second half, gives Prescott their 4th goal, his 2nd, and that is surely game, set and match, and the Burnley fans will be looking to the exits already in this second half. It's a great team goal from Prescott, pretty much not giving Burnley a touch of the ball in the opening 5 minutes, and Finn Hampson slots it past Nick Pope at his near post. So here comes Burnley, and they're just looking for something to come away with in this game. They've been atrocious as Wood flicks it on for Ashley Barnes, but Ellis Kenny drops back and intervenes well. Can't flick it inside, but Daniel Clark fighting back, can't win it. Robbie Brady drops it back to Tom Roberts, and Roberts will come forward. Gets the pass away to Taylor. Here's Barnes, the first chance for Burnley, and it's P-rolled at Paul Fogarty. Here we are now with Sims, and he'll carry the ball forward. Over an hour played. Burnley just look like they're just playing with freedom now, as they know the game is over. Sims does well, cuts it back for Barnes, who fires it wide of Paul Fogarty's post there. Should have done better, should the striker there, and Burnley will rue them 2 chances they just missed now, back to back pretty much. That could have been a difference in this game, could have been 4-2 rather than 4-4 right now. A double substitution for Prescott. It's Savage and Woodburn off, and it's Sim and Callum Gore both coming on to get minutes now for the remainder of this game. Possession still in the balance of Prescott, as Kenny will pick it up and give it to Adam Rusk, who's of course the main man at centre-back today, as Daniel Johnson turns, picks it up and gives it to Clark. Callum Gore now coming on up front. Hill holds it up, gets it wide for Daniel Johnson, plays a good ball. Gore, good first touch, can he get the 5th? No! It's saved by Nick Pope and it's out for a corner. Brilliant team build-up once again from Prescott, right the way from the goalkeeper Fogarty. Johnson with a great pass, he's been terrific this season, and Callum Gore should have done better there with the way Nick Pope was positioned. Barnes, and it's intercepted, and Wiley gives it to Clark. Here is Toby Hill, wide for Finn Hampson, he's got a good overlap and run. Hampson drills it back across, and it can't fall for anyone but Tom Roberts. And now it's cleared only as far as Caldwell, who just pings one in, and he's got a corner out of it somehow, as the defensive midfielder now in the position. So here's Finn Hampson on the corner. Jack Mills has just come on to replace Daniel Clark, who was knackered. The ball in from Hampson, looking for Wiley, it's cleared, and it's only as far as Chris Wood for Burnley. He's got 3 minutes now till this game is over. And it's with their far hand side with Justin, but he clears and finds Wood. He'll go long looking for Vidra, and it's cut out by the big man Jake Sim at the back. It's a ball in by Brady. Fogarty comes and claims. He'll just boot it back down the field towards Gore, who picks it up, and the referee blows his whistle. Prescott's best performance of the season by far. A Finn Hampson double, Daniel Clark and Toby Hill also getting on the score sheet. Secures a 4-0 win for Prescott against Burnley. There is the full-time stats. We only averaged 2 more shots on target towards the end of that game. That does push us up to 10th on level points with West Ham. And we're closing the gap down on Arsenal, who are 7 points clear of us in 7th. Here's the team to play Newcastle: Fogarty, Pout, Rusk, Kenny, Savage, Wiley, Woodburn, Travis Hampson, Daniel Clark, Finn Hampson and Toby Hill. It's a 3 at the back formation for Prescott today. Interesting from Simon Deeley to go with this decision. Toby Hill and Finn Hampson remain the 2 up front, leaving Joe Burns once again out, looking like he's going to fail to score in this episode unless comes off the bench and produces something. There's 2 Anzeby and Lascelles, the 2 centre-backs for Newcastle. Travis Hampson there discussing tactics with Neil Wiley. He's in a much different position this episode is, Travis Hampson, as he is playing right mid in a back 3, as it's Kenny, Pout and Rusk at the back, and Travis Hampson just knocks it inside for James Savage. And it looks like Prescott going to try and pile more men up against this Newcastle team that will sit back and look to just defend away from home. And here is the number 4, Travis Hampson. Clark gets it away to Wiley. Here is Ben Woodburn. Intercepted though by Semedo. And Semedo, it's won back by Toby Hill though. Gets the ball across and it's going to be picked up by Moya. Here comes St. Maximin. Travis Hampson trying to chase the skillful winger down. He gets the ball into the box looking for Joe Linton. And it's mixed up there with Pout, and Fogarty gets it. It's forward for Hampson. Gets it away to his brother Travis Hampson. Now there's Finn Hampson. He'll come back though safely and give it to Savage. Looking to try and get something down the right hand side are Travis Hampson and James Savage. Puts the ball into the box. It's hooked back. Toby Hill heads it down and mix up in the middle, and St. Maximin comes away with it. Here's Woodburn. Again playing out wide today. Here's Clark to Toby Hill, who heads up the shot. Deflected onto the bar. And Moya and Newcastle survive, but Hampson puts the ball back in and Moya will comfortably pick that one up. Dummett drops it back for Lascelles. He comes back to Paul Dummett now. Plays it long looking for Joel Linton against Pout. Pout comes away with the win though. Keeson Young plays it long looking for Joel Linton again and again. It's James Pout competing, and the referee blows his whistle for half time. It's Prescott 0, Newcastle 0. Neither side really having a golden opportunity to take the lead in this one, but pretty sure both teams will be happy right now going in at 0-0. There you are. There's been one shot all game, and it was on target from Toby Hill onto the bar. But Newcastle get the second half on the way. Sorry, I was wiping my nose. As Tuanzebe goes long looking for Joe Linton. Adam Russ steps up this time as Prescott have moved back to a 4 at the back thing. I'm guessing Simon Deeley wasn't impressed with the way the first half went with one shot. St. Maximin now doing well. It's cut out though by Travis Hampson, who's been brilliant at coming through this season, really getting some game time under his belt. Here is Woodburn. Driving with the ball. Gets it away to Toby Hill. Savage. Finn Hampson moving out to the left from striker, and he's in behind. Here is Finn Hampson. Cuts back. Gets it across. James Savage. Can he get a shot away? It's deflected and eventually cleared, and Ki Sung Young comes away with it. It's back with Paul Fogarty now. Coming up to an hour played, and it's still 0-0. Here is Pout. Forward for Finn Hampson. He finds Toby Hill. Here is Woodburn now for Prescott. Going to drop it back for Hampson, is he? Yep, there we go. And Travis Hampson now brings the ball forward. He's waiting for a running behind from Woodburn. He comes inside. Dropped off to James Savage though. Joe Linton's there, but Savage gets the ball away from him. Here's Wiley. Drops it back to Kenny. To Finn Hampson. Kenny makes a great run. Finn Hampson finds the young left back. Kenny on his weak foot finds Daniel Clark, who finds the back of the net. It's dropped in past Moyer, and Daniel Clark, second game in a row he started, and it's a second goal for him. He's also really come onto the scene this season, starting to get more game time as well, playing some good football as well. Playing in the middle, deeper, out left, out right. Daniel Clark playing pretty much all in that midfield roles, and he's playing them well, and he's becoming a consistent player in the club, and that is what we need, consistency. As Kenny, on his weak foot, by the way, puts a great ball in, and Daniel Clark does get a little bit of a scruffy goal, but Moyer couldn't get near it as it is placed in the right position to make sure the keeper cannot get there. Excellently worked by Daniel Clark there. Here we are now at Prescott. Aren't finished yet. They only lead by a goal, and it's Toby Hill making a run in behind. Looks to try and get the shot away. Does he know? He squares it for Ben Woodburn. And how has Ben Woodburn missed? That's a huge goal to be taken there. And he should have done much better there, the Welshman. Look at how much he's missed this by here. It's an open net. Jeez. That is atrocious. Here we are now. It's with Kraft. John Joe Shelvey and Newcastle looking to get an equaliser, and it's with Semedo. Semedo deflected off Pout, and Ellis Kenny brings it down well and gets it clear, but only as far as John Joe Shelvey getting the blocking, and Semedo has it back. Graverbeck plays it to Joe Linton. Finds St. Maximin. Adam Russ getting out there to put a pressure on the skillful winger. He's cut inside well. He's inside James Savage as well. And James Savage looks to try and win the ball. He's fouled. Joe Linton with the shot, and it's off the post. And the referee brings it back for a free kick here, as it looks like there's a bit of a scuffle coming along here between Alex St. Maximin and James Savage there. Clash of their headbands. As you can see there, James Savage wearing a headband. There was a clash there. James Savage thought the ball was going to be available to him. St. Maximin does well to nick it in front of him and wins himself a free kick there. And James Savage just telling St. Maximin he was looking for the ball. The ball was there, but he knocked it away. Free kick, though, for Newcastle. It's that man, John Joe Shelvey, who can produce from any moment. As Jack Mills is on to replace Daniel Clark, Shelvey hits it straight into the wall. James Savage also off for Stephen Caldwell. And Wiley wins the ball up high and now look to break with the midfielder. And Wiley, he's going to play it wide and look for Finn Hampson. It's a great ball and Finn Hampson's in behind here. Kraft coming after him though, but Finn Hampson holds onto the ball, gets it away, puts a ball in. It's Toby Hill! And Toby Hill seals the win for Prescott with 7 minutes to go. It's Prescott 2, Newcastle 0. It's Toby Hill with surely the game-winning goal. And Prescott are looking to come away with back-to-back wins for the first time in a while. Moyer trying to get the atmosphere going in his team, but it's not going to happen. They trail by 2-0 with 9 minutes to go, and it's Prescott who are looking to push back in for that European position here. If they can keep this momentum going, they will do wonders in this league and hopefully be in European football next season for the last live stream of that season. But Newcastle aren't going out without a fight. St. Maximin looks for Atsu and finds Atsu. And Atsu blocked by Kenny, and it will be a corner now for Newcastle. It's going to be looked to be put in by John Joe Shelvey. Travis Hampson replaced by Jake Simmons. It's a back five now. It's put in, and Jake Sim does what he does best and wins the header and clears it. Here is Shelvey again. Gets it inside, but it's cut out now. And there's James Pout. Gets it to Finn Hampson. 3 minute stoppage time, and it's Finn Hampson with the ball in Newcastle half. Here's Paul Dummett. Newcastle looking for some consolation goal here. It's cut out by Jake Sim, who clears it long into the stands with 10 seconds to go. But the referee's given a free kick against Jake Sim here. As Jake Sim doesn't believe that was a malicious foul on Paul Dummett at all. He believes he won the ball and it wasn't a free kick. Let's take a closer look here. As you can see, Jake Sim does nick the ball, does get a little bit of the man. But for me, the referee has done Jake Sim harshly there. Of course, previously had an afro, but that hairstyle is gone now and it's back to skinhead for Jake Sim. So there it is long, and that is the full-time whistle. Prescot come away with 2-0 against Newcastle in a big game, big win for the team as they're looking to try and push back into them European places in the positive start to the season we had as we're coming towards January and there is new signings coming in. And there you have it, back up to 9th, 4 points away from Arsenal now in 8th, 5 points off Leicester in 5th as well. Great result for the team. I've been Finn20H. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Prescot S.F.C. Road to Glory. I'll see you in the next episode.